we're going to move on and talk about, we were kind of talking about this for a second, though. We're going to get into some more of the DC stuff. So I've been interested to talk to Jacob about this, too. So we've talked briefly about this before, but James Gunn, as we said before, has taken over for DC. Now, people are saying, well, can James Gunn actually stop the studio? Can he actually have his vision? Because, oh, yeah, we signed him on for 4 years, but does that mean actually it's going to be his vision, or is the studio going to interfere? We're going to have the same thing that happened with the DCEU before, where it's not connected. We're hiring and firing people. Well, so far, he's been proving that he's in charge. And here's what they've been saying about it right now.
As Warner Brothers Discovery WBD preps for 4 new DC movies to hit theaters in 2023, Gunn has shared some of what he and his partner Peter Safran are planning for the future, making waves through the fandom. This includes the announcement of a new Superman story without Henry Cavill, along with plans for a new Batman adventure.
Yeah.
James Gunn has said, "The position is different than it was with Zack, etc. Peter and I are the heads of DC Studios. The only studio interference would be from us."
I mean, right from the man's lips himself. It's like, I love James Gunn. I love him so much. And this right now is only proving that, he said before, I'm in charge. Nobody else is in charge. Zaslav put me in charge. That's it. Well, his actions alone have been saying that. I don't know if you've seen this, Jacob, but like when he sat down with Henry Cavill, he said, like, I had to have a conversation with him because he's not my vision for that Superman. They just signed Henry Cavill to come back.
Yep.
He was in Black Adam. The Rock fought for him so hard, but that doesn't align with his vision. So he sat down and said, hey, man, I'm sorry, but we're not using you now. Maybe use you in the future, which you never really know. But at least he was honest and he sat down as a human being. With The Rock, the same thing now. It's like, now The Rock's probably out as Black Adam. Same thing. He's sitting down with people. He's doing business. He's telling them, this is my vision. I love your work, but it's not my vision. Nobody's stopping him. So you hear this. Do you think that his vision is going to be great? Or do you think, Jacob, that he should have stuck with some of the old stuff? Because a lot of people love these characters, or these actors, I should say, that are playing these characters. But as he said, it's more about the characters themselves and not the actors, and they need the best storyline. Do you think he has the right path he's setting forward on?
Well, first of all, imagine the balls that it has to take to not only be honest in Hollywood, but to be honest and let The Rock and Henry Cavill know, hey, I can't really use you right now.
Right?
Like, just imagine what that has to be like. So that right there is a great step in a great direction, that he's sitting down, talking to them, letting them know, being honest, and that the smartest thing that Warner Brothers and the DC studios could have ever done is give James Gunn full-on control and stay the hell out of his way. Because if they're smart, they'll learn, like Disney and Marvel Studios learned. Let him do his thing, because James Gunn is amazing. I'm biased because he's one of my absolute favorite directors, one of my absolute favorite creators and story writers. He's just amazing. Everything he touches, to me, is cinematic gold. But that's because he comes from the world of trauma. He comes from the trashy cinema universe. And now he's here bringing all this crazy, crazy stuff to life for us. I mean, you couldn't have made a better sequel to Suicide Squad. He pulled a James Cameron. He revamped an entire dying universe with a sequel. He pulled a Terminator 2. He pulled a Aliens. Like, he brought it back to life. Now we have Peacemaker. We have all this new stuff that he's talking about, like, let's go this direction. And they're allowing him to do this. And he is, like he said, I'm the studio, so anyone says no, it's me. I love that. And I'm excited to see where it goes in his hands, in his very capable hands, which he clearly loves, and he clearly is a fan. In my humble opinion, James Gunn can do no wrong. And I don't care what he makes for DC, I'll watch it. And even if Black Adam comes back and he doesn't get The Rock, I'll watch whoever plays Black Adam. I'll watch whoever plays Superman. I'll watch whatever that man makes, because I absolutely love what he does with the universe and what he does with cinema in general. He doesn't just give us this superhero movie that's just full of all this crazy stuff. He gives us so much more. There's so much character development in Suicide Squad 2. So much character development that it spun off a TV series. So, right. I mean, he's got the talent and he's got the capability to make this happen. So I'm very much looking forward to this.
And
That's a really
Peacemaker's
good
amazing.
example of what he could do because you leave Suicide Squad 2 hating Peacemaker. And then you watch the series and you love his
You
dumbass.
love him.
So,
Yes, it's so
like,
good.
I
And
literally-
you love to hate him and hate to love him. He
like,
really
it's a
fucks
totally,
with your
like,
emotions. It's great.
yeah. But at the end of Suicide Squad, when I heard that they were doing a spinoff with him, I was pissed. I was like, are you, of
Why?
all fucking people, this douchebag? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I was so mad. And then, of course, I watched it, and I'm in love with it, and I can't wait for a season 2.
And
the
they
beginning,
continue-
the dance in the beginning, are you kidding?
Can't top
It's the
that.
best.
One of the
It's
greatest
the best.
openings for a
Also,
TV
Do you
show in a
really
long
want
time.
it? Do you want to taste it?
But that song was like playing on nonstop in this house, like for months and months and months.
I love
Actually,
it.
I think it's time for a reboot of that here.
It's been a
Let's
minute.
do it.
He also is really great with music and cinema. Like,
Yeah.
look at the soundtracks for Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2.
So
Like,
good.
I mean,
It was so good he made a mixtape.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And how clever is that? Awesome Mix Volume 1 and 2. I mean, honestly.
So good.
Like, I love the way that he brings music into it. I love the way that he brings dance into it. I love the way that it's like a fully encapsulated experience. You have like everything in one place.
He pushes the boundaries of your imagination. There is no limitation with his films. Because you can be like, there's no way you can make a giant evil killer starfish. Oh yeah? Check this out.
I've
Hold
got
my
that.
beer.
And it looked great too, by the way. The CG was amazing with it too. Even when the stab in the eye, like that looked really good though. I mean, it was gross.
Yeah, that
but it
was
looked really
super
good.
cool when she flew through there. That was cool.
Yeah.
But that thing was, when that thing showed up, I was like, are you kidding me? This is what we're doing? This is.
And look at this.
it?
Look at this
And,
guy.
and
Starfish guy?
his Suicide Squad also had like the absolute worst characters from the comics. I mean, Polka Dot
Polka
Man.
Dot Man?
But who didn't walk away
He was the
loving Polka
best.
Dot Man? That's what
He
I'm saying.
was
You
the
walked
best.
away loving him.
And you feel
Oh,
so
and
bad
hating
for
his
him too. You
mom.
feel
His
so
mom's
bad with
such
his
a
mom.
bitch.
Yeah. He's a great job. And
He
what
was
the
my-
performances, what he
He
pulls
was
on
my
the people.
favorite.
Here's what I'll say about him too. Like when you look at like Zack Snyder, like I do love a lot of his movies, but they're always very visual. And I've said this before, like he is the visual director. He's more of a cinematographer a lot of ways. He's not really the actor's director. So if there's really great actors in his movie, usually they're amazing. But I'm going to tell you something about Henry Cavill. Like he's a great actor, but he needs direction. I think sometimes he just needs that in that moment. And I think that hurt his Superman at times because he was very broody. I mean, I think he just kind of read it that way in the tone. And then I don't think Zack Snyder directed him enough sometimes. There are moments where it was there, but I think if he would have had a little bit more, if he would have had James Gunn maybe being his director, I think he would still be Superman right now. Again, James Gunn's in charge, but
Let's just admit the worst mistake with Batman versus Superman was having Batman and Superman both going, oh, you have a mom? I have a mom too. Now we have something in common.
Martha! Yeah, that was definitely a bad call. I mean, I get it, the connection, but the way they played it out, especially during that fight and everything, it was just like you finally you're waiting for the Batman versus Superman. That's this whole thing,
pointless.
Batman versus Superman, and then the Martha moment, and everyone's like, which of the director's cut?
I literally looked at the movie and went,
studio cut.
I looked at it in that moment. I went, yeah, I have a mom too. So what? Let's get this on. Like, where's
keep
the
going.
match? Like, let's go.
Oh, here comes the CG monster.
But
Here we
is
go.
your mom named Martha? That's the question.
Yeah.
Because if it's not, then it doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Okay, fair enough.
But I'm excited to see what James Gunn does. I think that's the thing at the end of the day.
Really
like
excited.
Superman's first. He's supposed to. I was really hoping before we went on tonight, they're supposed to like actually put his whole slate out this week. So it might not be until Friday. Maybe he's waiting until Monday. But he said the first week the slate was coming out. And I'm really interested to see like what his lineup's gonna be for all the movies. Because I mean, this is him. He's in charge, and he's saying it. It's my vision for 4 years. Hopefully, that's gonna be a good vision. We still have Joker happening with Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, as like the color, which is a musical, which will be
I'm a
interesting.
big fan of hers. I respect the crap out of her. She is a phenomenal actress. Not only is she a phenomenal singer, but I really have grown to love her as an actress. I think she's really good.
And it's gonna be a musical too, which is like right up her alley, you know. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it because he's not the Joker. He is the Joker. He, you know, maybe he inspires the Joker. They really have kind of like kept it in a gray area.
About that. I don't know how I feel about that.
They're just having fun.
Joker.
They just like to keep teasing Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker without being the Joker because they just love messing with us. That's all that is.
It's just weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I can't take a stance. It's fucking weird.
Before we move on, I want to ask Jacob one question here. So Jacob,
Yeah, go ahead.
You're James Gunn, right?
I
And you're
wish.
sitting in that room with The Rock, right? You're sitting in that room with The Rock, the people's champion, right? He's staring at you. He's raising his eyebrow. How do you fire him?
You go, first of all, you'll always be the people's champ. And then you pray that you can get through the firing without losing any physical body parts. No, The Rock is an amazing
You pray
human
that he
being.
doesn't grab
He's
your candy
totally
ass?
professional. But maybe he can give you a choke slam on the way out the door. Maybe the rock bottom, people's elbow. Who knows? Either way, it'd be a great honor. In fact, if I was to fire him and he did do those things, I would be very happy about it. But no, I don't know how you can go about doing that. 'Cause, I mean, everyone loves The Rock. Like, how do you have this? That's what I'm saying. Imagine the balls. How do you have this conversation? I can't even imagine what it takes to tell The Rock, hey, just didn't work.
Sorry.
Go a different
It's
direction.
been fun. I know
What?
you said you're reshaping the DCE universe, but
But who knows? Who knows? We don't know the extent of this conversation in this room.
Yeah.
Maybe they have plans to keep doing something together. Maybe he plans to continue doing something with The Rock. He may not be Black Adam, but there's so many amazing roles that he can do. There's so much opportunity there, especially because I feel that he takes under everything else, especially how he handles it with Kruse Control. Apple. So, imagine that he could bring both of them back to the cinematic verse. I think, again, he's very capable. He has the talent and he has the ability. He could easily bring both of those actors back into the DC universe. And who knows, they may play the same characters or they might be someone completely new.
or it might be some kind of multiverse thing too. That's big these days. I didn't think it was
DC,
funny at The
Marvel, the
Rock.
comics, they love doing the multiverse crap. So who knows? And I think
did
if
love
you
it.
are going to do
I don't think
multiverse,
he's gonna do
Henry
that.
Cavill would be an amazing Bizarro. Bring him back as Bizarro. That would be great.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Especially we'll see.
I don't think
who
James Gunn's
becomes
going to jump on that
Superman.
multiverse bandwagon. Give him some more credit than
No.
that.
No, he's not going to
kinda
jump on it right
alluded
now.
to
He's
it.
got to build the universe first. He's got to rebuild this garbage heap he was given and make it something beautiful. He's turning trash into treasure, and that takes a little time. But for James Gunn, he can get it done in 5 years, 20 movies. I can see it happening.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
5
Everybody,
years,
let us know
what?
what you think. We got to move on. We can
Mass
talk about this for a
production.
long time.